Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into a story that sounds like it's straight out of a Hollywood blockbuster, but it's a very real and very recent event. Imagine an island, a paradise suddenly engulfed by flames, forcing thousands to flee for their lives. This isn't a movie script. This is the story of the Maui wildfires and the incredible tales of survival that have emerged from the ashes. We're going to explore what happened, hear from the people who lived through it, and see how a community is banding together in the face of unimaginable loss. So, what exactly happened on the island of Maui in August 2023? It was a combination of factors that created a perfect storm. The island was experiencing severe drought conditions, making the landscape incredibly dry and flammable. On top of that, powerful winds from Hurricane Dora, a Category 4 storm passing hundreds of miles to the south, were whipping across the island. These weren't just strong breezes. We're talking about gusts of over 60 miles per hour. When the first sparks ignited, these winds acted like a giant bellows, fanning the flames and pushing them across the island at a terrifying speed. The fire moved so fast that it caught many people completely by surprise. The historic town of Lahaina, once the capital of the Hawaiian Kingdom, was at the epicenter of this disaster. The flames swept through the town in a matter of hours, turning a vibrant community into a landscape of smoldering ruins. The speed was something no one could have prepared for. People had minutes, not hours, to escape. Power lines were down, communication was cut, and chaos ensued as the fire leaped from building to building, driven by the relentless winds. Now, let's talk about the people who were there, the survivors. Their stories are a testament to human resilience and the will to live. One family recounted how they were sitting down for dinner when they noticed smoke outside. Within minutes, their entire neighborhood was on fire. With the roads blocked by flames and abandoned cars, they had no choice but to run towards the ocean. They joined dozens of others who sought refuge in the water, clinging to the seawall for hours as the town burned behind them. They described the heat being so intense it felt like their skin was blistering, even from the water. They watched their homes, their history, and their town disappear in a horrifying inferno, all while battling smoke and flying embers. Another survivor, a local business owner, described trying to save his shop. He grabbed a fire extinguisher, thinking he could fight the small spot fires he saw. But in a blink of an eye, the entire street was engulfed. He had to abandon everything and run. He drove through a wall of smoke and flames, guided only by instinct, not knowing if the road ahead was even clear. He said it was like driving through hell. The air was thick and black, and the sound of explosions from propane tanks and gas stations was deafening. He made it out, but the image of his burning town is forever seared into his memory. These are just a couple of the countless stories. People hid behind walls, jumped into swimming pools, or simply ran as far and as fast as their legs could carry them. First responders were overwhelmed. Firefighters, many of whom lost their own homes in the blaze, worked tirelessly, battling an inferno that was simply too big and too fast to contain. Police officers went door to door, trying to evacuate residents until the flames forced them back. It was a battle against time and nature, and despite their heroic efforts, the destruction was catastrophic. The aftermath is hard to comprehend. Over 2,000 structures, most of them homes, were destroyed in Lahaina alone. The beautiful historic town was reduced to gray ash. The loss of life was heartbreaking, making this one of the deadliest wildfires in the United States in over a century. For the survivors, the emotional scars run deep. They lost everything: their homes, their possessions, their pets, and in some tragic cases, their loved ones. They are now facing the monumental task of rebuilding their lives from scratch. But in the midst of this devastation, something truly beautiful began to shine through: the spirit of aloha. In Hawaiian culture, aloha is more than just a greeting. It's a spirit of love, compassion, and mutual support. And that spirit is what's carrying the people of Maui forward. In the days and weeks following the fire, the community rallied in a way that is truly inspiring. Local residents, even those who had little themselves, opened their homes to the displaced. They organized donation drives, collecting food, water, clothing, and other essential supplies. Fishermen used their boats to deliver supplies to cut-off areas, and local chefs set up makeshift kitchens to cook thousands of free meals for survivors and first responders. Donation centers popped up all over the island, run entirely by volunteers. People were working around the clock, sorting donations and making sure they got to the people who needed them most. It wasn't just on Maui either. The support poured in from the other Hawaiian islands and from all around the world. People saw the devastation and felt compelled to help. This outpouring of support has been a crucial lifeline for the survivors, providing not just physical necessities, but also a powerful message of hope. You are not alone. The road to recovery will be long and difficult. Rebuilding Lahaina is not just about constructing new buildings. It's about restoring a community, preserving its rich history and culture, and healing the collective trauma. There are many debates about how to rebuild. Should it be rebuilt exactly as it was? How can they make it more resilient to future disasters? These are complex questions that the community is grappling with. But one thing is clear. The people of Maui are determined to rebuild, and they are determined to do it together. This event is a stark reminder of the increasing threat of climate-related disasters. The combination of drought and extreme winds that fueled the Maui fire is a pattern we are seeing more frequently around the world. It highlights the urgent need for better preparedness, improved warning systems, and a global effort to address the root causes of climate change. For the residents of Maui, this isn't an abstract concept. It's a harsh reality that has turned their lives upside down. As we wrap up, let's remember the strength and resilience of the people of Maui. Their story is one of unimaginable tragedy, but it's also a story of hope, community, and the unbreakable human spirit. They are the survivors of the fire island, and their journey of healing and rebuilding has only just begun. If you are moved by their story and want to help, there are many reputable organizations on the ground providing direct aid to the victims. A quick search for Maui Fire Relief will point you to official funds and community-led efforts. Every little bit helps. If you or someone you know is struggling with the emotional impact of this or any other traumatic event, please know that help is available. Organizations like the Disaster Distress Helpline can provide immediate counseling. Please don't hesitate to reach out. Thank you so much for watching and for taking the time to learn about this important story. It's a reminder that in our darkest hours, the light of human kindness can shine the brightest. Please like this video if you found it informative and subscribe to our channel for more stories like this. Take care, and we'll see you in the next one.